Kalimeta Omorphi Anthropy, which means good morning, you beautiful people in Greek. Let me get a drink of coffee over here. Oh yeah, look, I got a Denny's coffee cup. It says, I'm not a coffee snob. I just like being happy. Today, we are going to go over the shoes of peace. So I stuck to John Stott on this when it comes to all of my references and where and how I studied this. So the shoes of peace, which is in Ephesians 6:15, so we can read that. I'll start on 14. Stand therefore, having fastened on the belt of truth, and having put on the breastplate of righteousness, and as shoes for your feet, having put on a readiness given by the gospel of peace in all circumstances. Take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all of the flaming darts of the evil one, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of spirit, which is the word of God. All right, so we're going to stick to the shoes of peace on this one. John says our feet must be equipped with the gospel of peace. It is the gospel which gives us a firm footing. We gotta have a firm foundation. The importance of stability in everyday life, not only in everyday life, but is key success to our relationship with Christ. It's stability. Stability is your key to success in this journey with Christ. It's the way that it's the way that I looked at that. Okay, so the shoes. The shoes were sandals that the Roman soldiers were equipped with before they went to war. So these shoes are called collegae. I'm not real for sure how to say it. That had spikes on it. They had spikes on the bottom soles to help the soldier stand firm in his fight. So we use Paul's message today as a function in spiritual warfare. The shoes of peace enable us to stand firm in our belief with, through, so on and so forth, right? They allow us to stand firm in the attacks that Satan is going to come at us with. And trust me, he's going to try. He's going to try. All right, so be prepared. Be prepared. And that's what the shoes of peace are for. Not only is it about the reconciliation that we have, but it is also about standing firm. Be prepared. Be ready. You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? You stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. So, we got a battle. We've got a battle to win. So you got to stay ready. If you want to win the battle, you got to stay ready with every single attack that comes your way, no matter what. I'm trying to keep this into 10 minutes. I don't think it's going to work, but we'll try. So, stay stable, be prepared. Like I said, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right? Put on your armor and stand firm. This is what I thought was funny that John Stott said. He said it was a paradox that we're being attacked with aggression by Satan, but yet we choose to use peace, which shows how strong we really are, which I agree. It shows a very strong character, a very strong nature. Somebody to be sitting there just attacking you, accusing you, trying to persuade you to go to sin, and you're just like, yeah, no, I'm just going to give you peace. You know, that is literally the definition of killing with kindness, bro. That is the definition of killing with kindness, right? So, we kill them with kindness with the mentality we need, which is the mentality we need, which is the mentality that we need. By using the peace, we have an advantage. Satan wants you pissed, bro. He wants you mad. He wants you angry, because when you're angry, you fall back on things that you know you're supposed to do. You lose judgment of the right thing to do or the right thing to say. Satan wants you there. Don't do that. Stand firm in your peace with Christ, right? So Paul highlights the theme of peace in Ephesians 2:14 through 17. Jesus is our peace. Jesus is our peace. We've been reconciled. We have peace in what Jesus has done for us. The gospel of peace is our message of reconciliation. Peace with God and others. Have peace with God first and foremost so you can have peace with others, right? Stand firm and confident in this fight. We're not an enemy of God. We're his friend. He's our friend. We're soldiers in his war. So no need to have a bunch of animosity towards him, or no need to be mad at him, or be an enemy towards him, excuse me. Spiritual conflict's going to happen. It's always going to happen. Spiritual conflict is going to happen. When I first gave my life to Christ, spiritual conflict continuously happened. Devil just continuously attacked. Satan was on my ass with everything because he thought I was going to fail. He thought I was going to fail. And nah, bro, I'm God's child. I am a child of God. I am a child in the army of God. You can't stop me, bro. You can't stop us, especially in the unity that we have, especially when we come together as a whole, start combining our forces, We got this. You can't stop us. So spiritual conflict is going to happen. Warfare is going to happen. Satan's in his feelings about us riding with Christ, bro. He's in his feelings, and he's going to stay in his feelings. That's why he continuously tries to attack. So John Stott, this is what I was saying earlier. John Stott calls it a paradox. We in a spiritual battle, but use peace as a weapon, not aggression like we once did live. We don't advance and expand with anger that way. We can't. We don't. That's right. We don't advance and expand by anger, but we do and will with peace. The fear, sure, it's going to come, but don't trip. Remember the gospel. Remember the gospel. Stand firm in it. Stand firm with Christ. Have confidence in the new kicks you wear, bro. Have confidence in the new kicks you wear. Your shoes of peace. Have confidence in that. Stand firm in it with Christ. Understand that the work is finished. He went to the cross for you, for me. He went and put it on the line for us, bro. For us. That is your ride or die homie. For somebody to put their life on the line for us, bro, that's your best friend. That is your best friend, 110%. And don't forget that. That is your best friend. I say that a lot, 110%. Anyways, have confidence with Christ. Stand firm with Christ. Put your shoes on. Lace up your boots. Let's go, bro. We got a war to win. We got a war to win, right? Your voice needs to be heard. Your voice needs to be heard, and that is one way we can use the shoes of peace. Tell your story, tell your testimony, let everybody know what Christ has done for you, the amazing, awesome things Christ has done for you. Over the last couple of weeks, Christ has literally pulled me out of one of the worst depression moments I've ever had in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally has pulled me out of the worst because I went straight to him when I realized it. An episode of my depression that usually would have lasted for 2-3 weeks lasted 3 days. That's the first time in my entire life. And it was because when I went to God with it, when I was sitting in my room crying my eyes out and I went to God with it, he told me, I need you to go through this. I need you to go through this, or you're never going to get over what is bothering you the most. I need you to go through this. We've got things to do, bro. We've got things to do. I have work that needs to be done with you. And if you can't expand and get over this and understand where this is at, then it's not necessarily get over it, but work through it. Work through that trauma is what I was being told, right? So that was a moment where I had to stand firm in it. And this is a moment where I am standing firm and telling you a little bit of piece of my story about what Christ has done for me, right? Using the shoes of peace. Stand firm in confidence with Christ and in peace. Share your story. Like I said, your voice needs to be heard. There's somebody out there that is experiencing the same thing you are. Go tell your story. Tell the world. Spread the gospel, the good news. That's what we do. Wear your shoes and stand firm. Put on your armor, bro. We've got a war to win. And Satan's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. We got to go to battle strong, together, in unity. Much love, as always. God bless you all. Doses.